Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's still my birthday week, so I'm having a great week so far, and I'm so excited because today we're going to be cash stuffing $768, but we're also going to be updating a couple things, which is why I have some new cash stuffing envelopes. I wanted to update and add a few categories here because I was thinking about a couple things and wanted to do some new things as well. And then we also have I found my stickers and I was like, oh wait, I have stickers for certain things. So I figured we'd start there and update those, and then we'll load our cash tray and get into it. So the first thing I want to do, and let me grab my pen from over here. I don't have stickers for all of them. And at some point I would love to make like little, like custom envelopes. Let me grab my scissors too, but I just don't. I'm just trying to prioritize things that I really need, and sometimes stuff like that isn't all of it. I mean, you guys saw, I didn't have even binders like this for a long time. I literally just had little envelopes, actual paper envelopes, because stuff like that doesn't always matter to me, but it is fun once you get it. So, the first one that I want to do, I have two that I want to add, or actually three technically. It's three that I want to add to the holidays binder. So the first one is Father's Day. And I think I shared this when we were actually planning when I first was saving up in the eating out folder and stuff like that for Father's Day, how Chandler and his dad, Father's Day means a lot to him. Me and my dad aren't super close, and so Father's Day isn't something that I thought of oh, we should add this there. I thought of Mother's Day because I'm close with my mom and he's close with his mom too, and so it's that was kind of where I thought of. So I was like, okay, just because I don't have something doesn't mean my partner doesn't. And so I wanted to make one for him. The next thing I wanted to do is, since this week is my birthday week and his birthday's coming up, and we've already kind of paid for his kind of birthday trip in a sense to see his brother. But I wanted to actually put birthday. Oops, there's an I before R, Caitlin. I wanted to actually make birthday envelopes, so that way we can actually maybe save up and do something fun, and the flight that we did, or the trip maybe wouldn't seem so, I wouldn't even say spontaneous, because it's something his brother's been wanting him to do for a while, to come up and actually see them. But you know what I mean? Maybe we can actually start saving for stuff like that in advance for the next year. And then the last one that I wanted to do was a regular savings, and this is going to go in our high priority binder. So I realized I have all these sinking funds, right? I have our future house. I have, Christmas goes to our high yield savings, vet visits, stuff like that. I have that and those little vaults within our high yield savings. But I was like, I don't have just a regular savings. Our savings is broken down into all of that, don't get me wrong. But I was like, I'm not always going to be saving for a future house. At some point we will get one. I'm not always going to be saving for a future horse. At some point that will happen. I need to have actual money in savings to have for other things. So I wanted to start an actual savings. And I just realized, I told myself this and I still forgot. I just said I had stickers for some of these. Savings was one of them. I don't know why I made that. When I got these binders, they came with stickers, but obviously you don't have stickers for every single thing that you do. But I did have one for this. So I wanted to go ahead and create that folder, so that way we actually had it and we can start building towards it. This one will probably be, I'll contribute maybe $5 here and there, $10 here and there. I want to start building it up, but obviously we have some of those vaults are obviously kind of top priority, but I felt like I need to have that as well. So we have these three, and then another one I wanted to update, just because I realized I had a sticker for it, was actually in my business binder. I have a taxes sticker, and I was like, oh, I should probably use that since I have it, and that's obviously not going anywhere. Taxes are never going anywhere. We're always going to pay them. So I can put this on here and take this out. So it's kind of nice. So now we have that updated there. I'm going to grab my holiday binder and go ahead and do this. Some of this I think is actually in order. Let me see here. Father's Day, and then summer. Yeah, it's kind of around the same time, which my birthday technically needs to go here too. We'll put it here. Perfect. And then we'll do summer, and then Chandler's birthday is next month in August. So this can go right before Halloween. So that'll finish this binder. And then savings, I want to add to our high priority binder because it is a priority. and I'm going to put it right, I'll put it right behind emergency fund because technically the emergency fund is also a top priority. So perfect. Okay. Yay. So those were the quick little updates I wanted to do. I just thought it'd be fun to kind of share that. Sorry, I almost dropped something. Share that little process with you guys. So now we are going to count our cash, which I have a very special surprise. So for my birthday dinner this week, my mom gave me a card, and she actually gave me this really sweet little picture frame that had a message in it, and it was like a mother-daughter message. It was really sweet. I was trying not to look at my mom as I read it because I knew she would cry if I did. She still kind of did. I'm not gonna lie. We were at Olive Garden with my mom, dad, and Chandler, and just reading a heartfelt, sentimental message in front of everyone with breadsticks and salad. You know, normal things. But in the card, there was a little, you know, obviously it was a message, but then there was an envelope inside that said Lily Fund. And as you guys know, always trying to put money in there for Lily. So we have an extra $100 that we will be putting in our Lily Fund today. So we are cash stuffing technically $868, which is really nice. So let's go ahead and grab our cash out of our envelope here. Make sure I got it all. You know, it was really nice when I went to the bank. I love the people who work at my bank. They are honestly like the nicest people. And because I told them it was my birthday today, because I tell them about a lot of stuff that's going on in my life, and in like, you know, fun ways. And I was like, oh, it's my birthday. Like, oh, well, I think we have something. Like, we have a keychain. And the one girl's like, oh, well, we have a bag. And it's like, you know, a reusable bag, which I love getting those because sometimes I have old ones that break when I do grocery shopping. And I'm going to go grocery shopping probably today too. And so it's like, oh yeah, like, yeah, sure, I'll take one. So I got a keychain and a bag, and I was like, you guys are awesome. So that was really nice. So we have another 100 there. We have 250s, and then let me see. I don't know if this is, I think this is turned around this way. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 3, 20, 40, 60. That's 360. Plus 200 or plus 300, so that's 660, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40. There's 140 right there. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 50 and 5s. And then we should have 18 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 18. Perfect. Okay, so I have my little notebook off to the side. I'm going to move this stuff out of the way over here just because now I can actually read it. All right, we're going to start with our high priority binder. And let me also grab my pen so we can update our trackers since I got a little messed up with that. So gas is going to get 20, and I'm not going to update the tracker on this one only because this is going to basically go back in the bank and finish paying off the payment I did on my Sam's credit card to get gas last night when we were coming home from dinner. I had half of it still in the envelope, but again, since I was late on being paid, I didn't have like enough in the envelope, and so this will finish that, and it's already full, so we're good for the rest of the week when I get paid again and when Chandler gets paid again. So we are good. Groceries is getting $80, and it's getting 2 20s, 2 10s, 2 5s. Ooh, that was nice. 10 ones. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. So that's 80. And this will be going and being used today. So I'm also not going to probably update this unless I have money left over. Then I might. But we're a little behind on that. Sam's Club I skipped. Household is getting a 20 because we're rebuilding this. So now we have 21 and 22. So I will update this because this needs to be built back up. Today is, okay, perfect. I wonder how much is still on my Lowe's gift card. Maybe I'll get myself a plant for my birthday week. Little things. Car, did I skip car? I think I did. I did skip car. Okay, we're going to skip that. Future house. Why is my watch going off? Oh, it's my mom. I'll call her back in just a second. Future house is getting 100. And I am going to update my tracker for this. So Future House now has $600 in the bank with $100. So now we have $700 saved for a future house. I think that is just absolutely incredible. I'm still trying to follow my rule about what I put in here is what I can do in a horse show. I'm making it a priority as like the number one thing I want to have money towards. You know, right behind that is emergency fund and the vet visits fund. Like, I'm really trying to make this a priority. So really, really excited about this. I think I'll probably keep this at a $500 placeholder until we get to 1,000, and then I'll put that in. And maybe when I get to 1,000, I'll buy like a nice $1,000 placeholder. I don't know yet. Date night is getting a 5. We're gonna start building this back up. So date night has $5, and I clearly did not update this from when we went to see the Formula One movie, which I can't remember if I've shared that in this, you know, in any of my previous videos. God, it was so good. I honestly, it's one of those movies I would go see again. I thought it was so good. And I also was I'm still coming off the high of the Silverstone race from this weekend, which was chaotic. If anyone watched it, like if you are a Formula One fan, like please comment below like that you are, if you have a favorite team. Like I want to know, because that race was something else. And I did not expect what happened throughout it in many different situations. Like it was crazy. Emergency fund is getting 30. It's getting a 20 and a 10. And this will be going back to the bank soon so we can put it, because we now should have over 200 in our emergency fund. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 110, 20, 25, and 30. So this is 130 plus 100 in the bank. So now we have 230 in our emergency fund, which is really awesome. This was one that I had 20 initially in my cash planning, and then I had an extra $10 at the end, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should, I can't get it. Maybe I should put a little extra in here, because it all adds up, right? It all adds up. So we didn't put anything in this one yet, so this will probably start being added in our next cash stuffing. Awesome. So now we're going to go into our low priority binder, and now our first one is going to be, we're skipping eating out because this is filled for what I wanted to get to for Chandler's trip, which by the time this is going, this video is going live, this money should actually probably already be gone. But just so you know what's in there. Personal care is getting a 20. And so personal care has 20, 40, and 60. And I feel like this is one of the fastest I've ever actually gotten to this amount in this envelope, because sometimes I do 10 or 15 and it all adds up. But this already is like closer to getting like things that we need for ourselves than we ever have. Like I really would love to have this so stocked up to where like if I wanted to get like the larger versions of my shampoos that would last like, God, I feel like over a year. You know what I mean? Like that would be nice. Or I can go ahead and get, when we run out of some of our soaps or something, I can get Chandler a couple of his nice soaps and like have a couple stocked up. You know what I mean? Like it would be nice to like do some of those things. Clothing is getting 15. It's getting a 10 and a 5. And so clothing has 10, 20, 30, 35, and 40. And Chandler had this idea the other day. He didn't realize when I was like saving up for his boots, he thought like his boots was like its own savings envelope. He didn't realize it was like our actual clothing envelope. And so I'm debating if I want to actually have like, because like I know I have my Lily Fund envelope, but that's different than like regular clothing. Like that's not something I do like multiple times a year or need to update. Like if I need new, I don't know, like underwear or new bras or something like that would come out of like this. And he needs some new like work pants or something like that. So sorry, I hit my tripod. I'm almost thinking that we almost might need at some point separate clothing envelopes that we contribute towards. That way if he needs something, he can come in here, grab it, and go get it. Versus like me always thinking like, okay, well now I just lost money towards something I'm saving up for a new shirt or, new jeans, and then that money's gone. So I think maybe in the next one I may also start updating this. I'm not entirely sure yet, but that's, food for thought. Let me know what you think about that, or if you just have a giant clothing envelope that you use for you, your spouse, or your family overall. Like, let me know what you do, just because I'm honestly quite curious. So Lily Fund, okay, here's the moment of truth. What I budgeted was 40, 2 20s, and what my mom gave me was 100. So now this is so exciting. Maybe I should start a Lily high yield savings. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, I don't know yet. Okay, so Lily Fund has 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 200. Oh my gosh, this is more than I had last time, which is it's just so exciting. Oop, that's a 0. I'm so excited. That's a 4. Oh my God. I think that I can write. I have skills. It's fine. This is more than I had last time. Gosh, this gets me so excited because, again, the next sale should be around Labor Day weekend or after Labor Day weekend. And to be able to like actually get a handful of things that I want, since I've been selling a lot of my old stuff just to, you know, not only put some money back in the bank, but stuff that I honestly was not wearing. It was just sitting there, and you can make a pretty penny for some good quality Lily stuff. So let's do it. Chandler's haircut is getting a 10. And so now Chandler's Haircuts has 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. So now he should have enough for at least 2 in there, which is awesome. He got one recently, and he was really happy with the new hairdresser that he had, because he had this one woman that she loved him, but he did not like the style that she would do. And this new person that he had, she said she was awesome. I was like, well, great. And he came home, he looked quite nice, so I was really happy for him. My haircut is getting a 20 and a 5. So now my haircut has 20, 40, 45, and 50. And did I take it out? Oh, here we go. And I need 75 for my haircut. I did it again. I was about to write the 5 first, as if I was doing this column. And my haircut's not till next month. But if I already have this done, that'll be quite nice. Okay, that is our low priority binder. Now we're gonna get out our pet binder, which, as you guys know, is my second high priority binder. And in case you're new here, the reason why I have a designated pet binder, I am that crazy dog parent. I'm the crazy cat parent. I am the crazy pet parent. But I do, I come from a very dog training centered home. Like, we did obedience shows as a kid. We bred Labradors. I was going to dog shows with my mom. We do dog sports now. Like, my dogs and my cats, my animals are my world. And I like to break down their expenses because of it, just because I can't just have a pet fund and give like $20 a week. No, because there's food, there's supplies that you need, there's training treats, there's events that we go to, there's medications, there's like all this stuff. So I like to break it down into this binder, and this is oftentimes where a lot of my money goes. But I mean, any pet parent would say this. I wouldn't have it any other way. So that's kind of where we're at, in case anyone's new to this video and is wondering why I have a separate pet binder that is as detailed as it is, because I don't think every cash stuffer has this, but I find it really helpful. And I think it's a really great way to break down your pet's expenses, to actually see, especially if you're watching this and say maybe you're thinking about getting a dog or a cat, and obviously not everyone does it's everything that I do. Not everyone does dog sports. Not everyone, has everything that I do here. But I still think it's a really good indicator to be like, okay, well, this is how much she's putting aside each month, or this is how much certain things cost, because I talk about it. And that way I can get a ballpark on, can I actually afford to have a pet? Because that's an important conversation that I don't think everyone has. And of course, if you guys ever have any questions about that, let me know. I know this is a budgeting channel, but you guys know my main job is a pet marketing, influencer. And so I'm here for you guys. You just let me know. So dog food is getting 28. It's getting a 20, a 5, and 3 ones. We had some extra kind of ones in the budgeting video that I did first. And this will end up putting me ahead. And I'm probably going to deposit this maybe tomorrow or something, so I can order their dog food along with put some of the other money into the high yield savings. So we now have 50, 70, 90, 95, 100, 101, 2, and 103, which should be perfect, because I'm pretty sure the total, since it's, gone up, fun fact, dog food has been going up, another thing to keep in mind for your pets. It comes out to be around $101. And I still remember 3 years ago, guys, when it was like $68. 3 years, it's gone up like $30 to $40. That is, I'm sorry, it's just mind blowing to me. It just is. Cat food is getting its usual 24. And so cat food now has, I need to deposit this as well, 2, 3, 4, what do I have? One more. Oh, okay. 20, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 48. Because I ordered that earlier, and we'll be picking that up, which will be great. Perfect. Luckily, the cat food price hasn't gone up, so that's nice. That makes me feel good. Okay, nail trims we skipped. Dog sports events we did not. It's getting 40, and it's getting 20 and 2 10s this time because I wanted to divide this up for different events that we do. So now it has 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. Perfect. This is something I would actually like. Did I do? Oh, there goes Annie. What did I do? I did 40. Jesus. The 20, the deviation of the 10s just like messed me up. There we go. Okay. It's okay, Annie. I swear, if any, like a person walks by, I know I saw maintenance driving around our complex earlier. If anything goes off, she's like, I'm gonna get you for it. It's okay. All right, dog supplements is getting 15. It's getting a 10 and a 5. And I forgot to grab the extra 20 to replenish this that I talked about in my budgeting. So this has 10, 15, 20, but it will have 40 again soon. So that's just kind of where it's at right now, just in case anyone, you watch that and you're like, well, where's that 20 you talked about? I forgot. I went in and I had my my little teller sheet that I made on my Post-it note, and I had the amount that I did in my video, and that's all I remembered. But it's fine. Pet supplies is getting 30, and it's getting a 20 and a 10. Whoops. There we go. So now pet supplies has 30 because we just used it the other day. Actually, yeah, I actually withdrew 30 exactly. So it's kind of funny. I didn't actually check that. I just knew I was empty when I did my budgeting video. So it's kind of funny. Now we've kind of broken even in a sense. All right. Is that what's, there we go. It's like, what's it stuck on? Horse care is getting 20. And this I need to start actually condensing into smaller things. This now has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 90, which is great. I feel like in like an ideal world, if I always had like minimum, and I know this is so much money, if I minimum had like $200 in here, I feel like I'd be in a good sense to always draw from. It's just a lot to always have. It's a lot of work and a lot of money to always maintain that much money in like this type of envelope, but we will get there. Okay, horse shows was getting 15. It's getting a 10 and a 5. So now horse shows has 100, 10, 20, 25, and 30. So 130. Vet visits is getting 60, right? Yes, a 50 and a 10. Because this one I noticed I was $10 short in our high yield savings from being at an even number. So now this makes it 300 in the bank, 350, 400, just to give some context here. So I will also be depositing that next $100. And actually, I'll be depositing that 10 as well, just so that way it does the even placeholder, and then we'll have the 400 there and be good to go. Pet meds is getting $66. And it's getting a 50, 10, 5, and a 1. Okay. 5, there's that last one. Okay, so 50. I got to move some stuff around here. 50, 20, there's the 10, 5. Okay. All right, so Pet Meds now has 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 300, right? Right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, no, 300, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 311. I'm going to look at my sheet to make sure that sounds accurate. Yeah, no, that's accurate. Yay. Awesome. This is a good feeling because I mentioned before, we already have enough to buy Annie's next round of flea meds, and we're honestly getting really close to being able to buy Diesel's too. I think Annie she's either got 1 or 2 months left of her flea stuff. I just gave her one at the beginning of July, and that was either the second to last one or almost the last one. I can't remember. Future Horse is getting $10, and it's going to get a 10. So now I know it has 100 in the bank, so 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. So now it has 160 in Future Horse. Yay. Okay, so now we're going to go into our business binder first, because that is technically next on my list. And we're filling just hosting and security, and it's getting 30. It's getting a 20 and a 10. Actually, We're doing taxes too, my bad. 20 and a 10. So now hosting and security has 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 91, 92. Perfect. I realized I didn't take the money out here when I actually paid a bill. This is one that I really would, I want to pay it annually so bad. I just don't know if I can save that much money fast enough to, you know, meet when it'd be due, the actual monthly payment due. It's one of those things, but you know, I'm trying. Taxes is getting a 20. So now taxes has 20, 40, 60, 80, 80, 90, 100, 110, 20, 25, 30, 35, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 40. 140. Don't mind my dog just doing a loud scratch on his dog pen. I don't know what you guys can hear. Like, obviously I know you could hear Annie barking because it's a dog barking. But like, I never always know what you can hear in the background in noise based on where, like, you know, the camera is placed and whatnot. I never quite know until I go back and review it, and like, if there's any like extra loud noises, or like if the dogs go berserk, you know, I'll pause the video, edit it, and then like come back. That's usually when I find out things, and I'm like, oh, that was loud. Or how I know how much of the shot Colonel is in it. Like, I knew when I put my phone up, I could see that like Colonel was in it, but I was like, how much of him can people actually see? All right, so now we're gonna start in our holiday binder. This is our last one we're gonna do, and obviously we haven't filled, or not filling any of those because they're new. Summer is going to get $20. There we go. And it's getting a 20. And so Summer now has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100, which is really great. Trying to start deciding maybe what beach we want to save up and go to for a weekend, because we're already doing really good. I want to get like an Airbnb with the dogs. That's what me and Chandler decided. So I want to start like looking up places and see what we want to do. Skipping birthdays, skipping Halloween. Thanksgiving is getting a 5. It's getting our last 5. So now Thanksgiving has, everything got, okay, that's good enough. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 50. My goal here is 100. So we are halfway there. And we still have, it's July, August, September, October. We still have 4 months to get $50. I'm feeling pretty good about that because we started this in March. And March, April, May, June, July, 5 months, we already got halfway there. And if I just do a 10 instead of a 5, like at least once, we'll get there. So that's really awesome. And our last one is Christmas, and this is getting our last 20. And I'm pretty sure this is going to put us over $200, so I can move more to our high yield savings, which is great. So Christmas is getting 20, or Christmas has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 105 with 100 in the bank. So now we have 205, which is very exciting. I set this goal when I first, built this binder and shared it with you guys. I shared that I really wanted to put $20 like every single time. And I have done that every single time. One time I had like an extra $5, so I put it in there. That's how we were in this kind of like unevenness, kind of moment. But this is a goal I had to try to have for this year, since last year we had no money for any type of, Christmas shopping. So it feels really good to have this here. So, and actually what I'm going to do, I know this isn't, fancy. I'm going to go ahead and do the 200 placeholder because I'm going to take all that out and do it there. But that is all for today's cash stuffing. I hope you guys loved it. For anyone who has wished me happy birthday this week, if you saw my videos, thank you guys so much. It really makes my whole day. And again, I'm always terrible at promoting myself, but if you subscribe to my channel, it would make my whole day. I love meeting new people on the internet here who are trying to pay off debt, get ahead financially, and see that fun methods like this make budgeting less stressful. It makes it enjoyable, and it shows how much you can actually save. So hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, everybody.